congratulate all of you on this auspicious occasion of 65th Republic Day. As you are all aware, while we got independence in 1947, which meant that the head of the government, an Indian became head of the government, we became independent from the British rule. It was in 1950 that the head of the state, okay, was no more Queen Victoria, no more the British Queen, but the Indian person became the head of the state, the Rashtrapati. That's how, as you know, it's Republic Day. We shall reflect. We got independence about 67 years ago. Okay. What is the progress we have achieved? No doubt, tremendous progress has been achieved. In fact, many of you wouldn't have known or seen, the kind of problems we had when we were youngsters like you, okay, when we were going to college. To get a scooter, Bajaj scooter those days, there used to be a waiting period of about 10 to 15 years. To get a black box called telephone, okay, there used to be huge instruments actually, heavy instrument used to be the black instrument. That was called telephone, it would hardly function. There used to be a waiting period of 6 or 7 years just to get one telephone connection. Okay. When I started Konkan Railway project in Goa, I think it was 1991, I had to take the recommendation of the then Union Minister for Communications for getting one telephone connection for Konkan Railway out of turn. That was the state of affairs. Today you have seen, you want a cell phone, okay? My cousins, by then they migrated to the US. They said, what is this country? To get a telephone you require 5 years waiting period. Okay? We just call somebody. The moment you call, within 1 hour the person comes and he'll fix up a phone. So, what are these chaps talking about? Are they boasting so much? Is it really true? It can happen like that? Today you see it's happening. How did it happen? You must be knowing that 1990s, we were on the brink of collapse. Our Indian economies almost started collapsing. Okay? We did not have forex resources even for imports of just 3 weeks of petroleum products that were required for the country at the time. Then the then Prime Minister, the great visionary leader, late P. Narasimha Rao, he made up his mind, enough is enough, okay? We can't run the country like this. Mind you, he was a minority Prime Minister. He did not have enough majority in the Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha to run the country. But he took a person who was not supposed to take decisions. There are so many jokes about P. Narasimha Rao. Many of you would have heard, actually don't invite him to your house and offer a choice between coffee and tea because he can't make up his mind, he will not leave. That kind of, okay? A person like that, in fact, the boldest decisions in Indian economy were taken by him. Dream team was there. Under him, Dr. Manmohan Singh, the present Prime Minister, was the Finance Minister. Dr. Montek Singh Ahluwalia, they thought enough is enough, actually bureaucrats can't run this country, at least Finance Secretary post, we should bring an outsider. A rank outsider, economist, was brought as Finance Secretary. Okay. This dream team made all these changes which you are today taking it for granted, actually. See, when I was visiting abroad, okay, I used to be jealous, actually. See, I'm not talking about actually developed countries, America, European countries, but Southeast Asian countries, okay. When I used to go there, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Hong Kong, Bangkok, etc., they were far, far superior. I used to wonder when India would get that kind of roads, when India would have that kind of mass transit, rail transit systems, which they had there. Today, you land in Hyderabad International Airport. It's none less than any of the best airports in the world. Okay? Go to T3 airport in Delhi or the latest CST airport in Mumbai. They're world-class airports. Have a look at the outer. So land in Hyderabad International Airport, take a trip over the outer ring road, come to high-tech city, stay in Westin Hotel. The same, my cousins who had gone to the US for better living, they say that we are jealous of you. Today, if we see this, I think you are better than us, isn't it? How did it happen? 2 decades flat, okay? The lowest tele density of the world used to be India. The highest tariffs used to be in India. Today, the second highest tele density, next only to China, is India. The lowest tariffs of the world is in India. Okay, how did it happen? It's a matter of just 2 decades. Reforms of 2 decades made all the difference. Okay, you have beautiful roads today. The national highways, the kind of improvement we have made, tremendous. But unfortunately, the kind of reforms that have taken place in some sectors, like telecom, like IT, like airports, like ports, like NH, have not taken place in my own organization, Indian Railways. I got fed up with Indian Railways working, the bureaucratic jungle. Actually, I was not able to move forward. I thought I should do something different. At the time, the state government was under the chief ministership of the then chief minister, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, was experimenting in power sector. The reforms they wanted, professionals there, even though I was from civil services, I competed with other people, topped that list, and then came as Director of Finance and did reforms. Then from there I moved to Municipal Corporation as Additional Commissioner, started experimenting, tinkering with. You must be knowing, if you don't know, today for India to progress,